Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and I've been getting asked this question a lot, whether it be on my stream, my YouTube comments, is the mini set worth buying? Is it worth even getting? Because a lot of people have been very underwhelmed by it. There's not a really sexy legendary in the set, and I wanted to go over the pros and cons. Has it been a bust? Is it worth it? And I don't know if you can hear in the background, I have the Hearthstone audio going. There's whale sounds, and yes, I have bought both of them, both golden and normal, as well as gifted 3 out for giveaways. And speaking of that, by the way, we're only like a couple 200 subs away from the next 1,000 benchmark. In 2 days, it's our 1,000th video. I would love it if we could hit that next 200 subs by the 1,000th video, and maybe we'll have something special to announce. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. So, should you buy the mini set? I thought we'd go through the collection first, look at the cards, go over what's kind of seeing play, what could see play, and then go over my analysis of whether you should purchase the mini set for 2,000 gold, or I think it's like $15 USD for the standard version. First off, I will say straight out the gate though, absolutely don't buy it golden unless you're a whale that just likes to waste money or does it, you know, for content. We'll justify it by saying it's content. Don't bother with the golden. It's never worth the money, but in terms of gold, we'll talk about it. So, looking at the cards, what's actually seeing play? We'll start with the commons, which are the lowest value in terms of cards and getting. You're basically going to get them from packs no matter what if you're opening any Sunken City packs. But in terms of what's seeing play, both Fossil Fanatic and Herald of Chaos have been absolutely killing it. Demon Hunter, putting Demon Hunter back to like top 2 win rate across all ranks. The Demon Hunter is doing really well, and it's a large part due to those 2 cards. With Druid, Herald of Nature has been pretty solid in token Druid. Hasn't elevated it to top tier status, but it's going to be a card that's going to be a meta player throughout the next year and a bit. It's a really good card. It just needs more support, and as more expansions are added, it will definitely get there. Moonbeam's really good in wild with Malagos, and it's a decent little removal option in standard, but this is more of a wild card at the moment. K9tron, just really insane in Face Hunter. Really good card. It's only going to get better as more 1-drops are made. Really solid card that's doing very well. Polymorph Jellyfish, basically non-existent. You could write that one off. Both of these Paladin cards are incredible, doing great in Holy Paladin, or in Wild you even have like a hyper Libram Paladin where you just rip through your deck with the Myrmidon. Both are great additions to your collection. Herald of Light is a good card without a home. I expect this card to see play at some point, but right now it's not doing it. Jackpot, which I wrote off as bad, has been doing really well. Turns out the 4-mana 2/2 that cheat out a spell for 0 mana is really good with Jackpot, and there's enough good hits that this card has actually been doing well in Thief Rogue. So Jackpot has been kind of a jackpot on ladder. I'll hopefully be able to highlight that deck at some point, because I would like to get some gameplay videos out soon. We haven't had any in a long time. Both Murlocs for Shaman have been doing incredible. Just great in standard, and even a wild Clownfish is seeing play as well. Both really good cards. You can see the commons are kind of killing it. Oh wait, we got the Herald of Shadows. This card is absolutely terrible. You probably will never want to open that. Both Elementals for Warrior as well are doing very well, in Control Warrior and Armor Warrior. They're just really good cards. I undersold these completely. They're just solid. Gaining armor, taunt, dealing damage, just solid cards. And if you're looking at commons, Bubbler exists and it has seen very little play like I anticipated. Now we're moving up in rarity to the rares. Topple the Idol is absolutely terrible. Even apparently is bugged. Certain interaction with tradable, it's not working very well, but regardless, the card is just really bad. Same with Spirit of the Tides, not a very solid card. Neither of these cards are seeing play right now, and Hunter and Ancient Krakenbane. I think this one could see play at some point, but Hunter needs more draw to make this work, and I'd be surprised if they gave them more draw outside of Furious Owl, but you never know. They like to give everyone insane draw. Shell Shot, just not a very solid card. Submerged Space Rock, not doing well. I've seen a little bit of Disarming Elemental see play in like Quest Priest and some other priest decks. Not too bad. Shatter Shambler is absolutely insane with like Mine Rogue, Death Rattle Rogue, really good card. Inkvale Ambusher, not seeing a heck of a lot of play. This card is fantastic in basically whatever Shaman deck you want to play. Immolate Toxic, the animation's actually really cool. The cards get more on fire every turn. It looks awesome, but I have not been sold on this card doing anything yet. Clash of the Colossals is a meme, and Snapdragon and Coil Thing are solid cards, but nothing really killing it all matter at the moment. There's only one epic in the expansion, and it is terrible. It's a great meme. You can get some highlights with it, but in terms of it being playable, Frontlines is just not very good. And then last we have the Legendaries, and the Mage Legendary, not really good right now because there's no home for it. Doesn't fit in with the conventional Naga Mage list right now. It needs more of like a big spell support or like a Reno Mage to be viable for this card to be good. I think the Naga tag is more of a bait to it than anything. It's just a solid card, just not in the current archetypes that are doing well in Mage, which are particularly Mech and Naga Mage. Commander Ulthuk is not shown to be very good in Curse Warlock or any of the major Warlock decks at the moment, which is basically Curse Warlock, which again just isn't quite good enough to compete. And well, it's a dead card in your hand most of the time, can only be used as a finisher, and as a result, the card so far has been as underwhelming as I thought. But certainly not as bad as Dustfall and Aviana. Let's get it there. It wasn't that bad. Ozamat has been performing terribly, basically hasn't found a good deck to be in. The stats aren't really effective. They don't do a lot, and the Death Rattle is not the easiest to get going. It is a card that could potentially be good in the future, but right now, Ozamat not so solid. And then last we have Neptune on the Tidehunter. This card's killing it in Wild and Big Shaman, and overall has seen some play in Standard. It's a really good card, and I expect it to get better as the year goes on. Maybe there's more ways to cheat it out. So overall, if you're looking at the Legendaries, only one is really seeing solid meta play. So at the end of the day, when you take a look at the mini set, like there are a lot of really solid cards, nothing meta defining. We got kind of distracted, spoiled, or punished, I don't know what you want to call it, by really impactful Legendaries the last few mini sets, whether it was Kazakhstan and Raid Boss and Ixie in the last one. Although you could compare Neptune at least to Raid Boss in their impact, I'd say Raid Boss is definitely better on average. Or you take a look at Mr. Smite, the prior set, which is the bane of many people's existence, and Lady Anacondra and Mutinous from the Barons mini set. Basically what I'm seeing in terms of people feeling the set's underwhelming are none of the Legendaries are popping off. The rest of the cards are solid. Most of the commons see play, a good amount of the rares see play, and basically every epic from the mini sets typically are bad. I'm looking at you, Mattis Bomber. But at the end of the day, my verdict for whether you should actually put your gold towards a mini set is yes. For 2,000 gold, just think about what you're getting. You're getting basically a full collection of commons and rares that are solid, that will see play. They're not going to pop up in your packs if you haven't opened all the commons and rares from Sunken City. Duplicate protection works there. You also get 4 legendaries that if you don't like them, you can disenchant for 400 dust. But more importantly, again, when you're opening Sunken City packs, you don't run the risk of opening them as your next legendary from that set. You will get a legendary that you haven't opened yet from Sunken City, whether you're disenchanted them or not. The same goes for the garbage epic, right? Like, you want a better epic? Well, if you buy this for 2,000 gold, you're not going to be opening this epic in a pack. Another thing that's really important to note, when you just take a look at packs, you look at 20 pack, and you take a look, if I'm buying 20 Hearthstone packs for 2,000 gold, I might not even get a legendary. I might only get a couple of epics. I might get a bunch of crap. But for 2,000 gold, at least you are guaranteed 4 legendaries, an epic, and a bunch of commons and rares that'll see play. And there's a good chance that, like I mentioned, a couple of those legendaries will pop up in lists down the road. Despite the fact that mini set's kind of been a buzz, people aren't super excited about it. I think in terms of gold value, it makes a lot of sense. In particular, if you're planning on still opening a bunch of Sunken City packs throughout the next month or two, you're really hedging your bets and making your duplicate protection a lot better. So hopefully that helps you out. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.